Welcome to Mango Explains, continuing on from my video where we covered installing Smappy and where to find mods, which if you've not seen and would like to check out, then click on the link in the top right to jump on over. In this video, we'll be covering the amazing Stardrop mod manager. Stardrop is a mod manager available on Nexus mods from December 2021 and is developed and maintained by Peaceful End. It is also open source on GitHub and has had many different contributors. So how has a mod manager made me change my mind on how I recommend people manage their mods in Stardew Valley in such a short space of time? Well, I play multiple different saves with different mod configs, and Stardrop makes it all so easy, from installing mods to playing different mod packs. So first, let's have a look at the UI of Stardrop. When you first open Stardrop, it'll probably look a little bit different from what you see here. You can change your theme from the settings menu. Dark mode is my favourite. Before we talk through the installation, I want to show you the amazing features. In the top left, you have the title bar with some standard menus which allow you to get to settings, etc. But the exciting part is right under that. You have a drop-down box next to the word profile. This is a mod pack in my speak. When I choose a different profile, you will see in the main window the mods that are ticked change. This means if I hit the play button, only the mods ticked will be loaded. Next to the Save Configs buttons, you'll see how many mods I have enabled, the total I have installed in Stardrop, and how many need to be updated. Over on the far right, next to the Stardrop version number, you can see the play button. Pressing that causes Stardrop to launch Smappy, which takes over the loading of the mods. It's as simple as waiting for Stardew Valley to load and choosing the correct save file for the profile or mod pack you just launched. Going back to Stardrop, you can see in the main table that we have some really interesting information available at a glance. Starting at the far left and moving over, the first column has the mod name, which has a hidden feature. Hover your mouse and it will give you a brief synopsis of what the mod is. Very handy if you've forgotten. Next we have the endorsement column. This works with Nexus mods and allows you to endorse mods directly from Stardrop. To use this feature, you do need to connect your Nexus account with Stardrop. I'll show you how later in this video. Next we have the author of the mod, which can be helpful if you want all the mods in a profile from a specific author. All you have to do is click on the author header and all your mods are sorted in alphabetical order. You can click it a second time to reverse the direction. And you can sort the table by any of the headers. Moving further right, you can see the missing requirements. This is seriously an amazing feature. I cannot tell you how many times my mod pack has failed to load as I forgot one mod's requirement and could not see why the pack would not load. This column displays requirements that a mod needs but you don't seem to have. In addition to this, if you enable a mod via the tick box for a profile, Stardrop will auto-tick all required mods for you. How awesome is that? Next we have the configuration column. This is where you can access the config file for a mod. If you're brand new to modding, this is a huge time saver. A large number of mods have a config file which allows you as the player to customize the mod. For example, in a mod that changes the look of buildings, you might be able to choose from different color schemes. If you click to open the config, you can change these settings for the mod in the file that opens. It will open the file in whatever application your system is set up to use for that file type. Most configs are stored in .json files. Save the file and then press the Save Configs button. This saves the configs for this profile. This means you can use the same mod in multiple profiles with different settings. How amazing is that? A reminder, you do need to launch Stardew Valley with a new mod installed for the config file to be generated. You do not need to launch Stardew Valley every time you install a new mod. You can install as many mods as you want, run Stardew Valley, and all the config files for all the new mods will be generated at once. At the time of recording, only config files are held separately for different profiles and not other changes in the mod. For example, changing the look of an item by replacing the PNG files in the mod folder will cause that item to change its appearance in all profiles. Finally, we have the status column. This links to mods that require an update. How easy is that? Actually, updating mods through Nexus can be made even easier. If you have a premium Nexus mods membership, you can press one button for Stardrop to do all the installation for you. We have at the bottom the ability to search mods by mod name, author and requirements, as well as filtering what mods to show. For example, hiding all disabled mods. So of course, this looks awesome, right? How easy is it to install mods though? Let me show you. Here I have a mod on Nexus that I like the look of. I download the file, I go to Stardrop and press File, and click Add Mod. Then I select the zip file of the mod and boom, it's added. Updating mods is just as easy. You download the update and then you can either use the file add mod function, or you can drag and drop as many mods as needed like this. When you update the mod, Stardrop asks if you'd like to clear or overwrite the old mod. Selecting clear will remove your configs, but sometimes that is what the mod author's instructions are. To find out what the mod author suggests, check the page you downloaded the zip file from. You can normally find what the mod author suggests either on the description page, on the download page, or sometimes on the forum page. So now you've seen what Stardrop looks like and how it works. Let's look at installing and updating Stardrop. If you prefer to read a guide, Stardrop has an amazing Gitbook page. The link is in the description, and the Gitbook guide also covers using Stardrop on Linux and Mac OS. So to install Stardrop, you need to download the latest file from Nexus, extract the zip file to a location you prefer. I chose my saved games in my user folder, but it will work from anywhere. Then all you need to do is double click the Stardrop executable to run it. When you first run Stardrop, it will want you to tell it where your SMAPI is installed. This is where Stardew Valley is installed, and you can find it by going to Steam and right-clicking on the game in your library, selecting properties and then clicking on View Local Game Files. Copy the path in the File Explorer window that should have opened and paste it into Stardrop SMAPI path request. If you change the location of your install, you can update this at any point in Stardrop by going to View, then Settings. This is also where you can change the theme. At this point, I would recommend you make sure that the Enable Profile Specific Mod Configs is ticked if you like the idea of different configs for different profiles. To update Stardrop, it is as simple as clicking on Tools and check for Stardrop Update. Download the updated file and then extract it to your install location. So it is important to remember where you did install Stardrop. So you've heard me talking about profiles. Well, let me show you how to create these amazing things. You click on this button and it will load a pop-up with all your profiles shown. You can create a new one by clicking the plus button. You can remove a profile by selecting it and then clicking on the minus button. You can edit a profile by selecting it, clicking on the edit button, and you can copy a profile by selecting the profile and then clicking on the copy button. The awesome thing this allows you to do is in your default profile, you can select all the mods that you will always use. Then anytime you want to create a new mod pack, you copy your default profile and then you can add mods to your must-haves. So you are probably wondering how to see the endorsement column. To do that, you need to link your Stardrop installation with Nexus, and it is super easy to do. Go to the top menu, click on Nexus Mods, API Connection, then click on the Go to Nexus Mods pop-up. Scroll down in the API Access page until you see Stardrop. Click on the Request an API key, and once you have the generated key from Nexus, copy and paste the key into the text box in Stardrop's pop-up. Click on the confirmation button and Stardrop will validate your key. Now you can endorse mods from Stardrop, and if you are a premium Nexus mods user, you can actually update mods via Stardrop. You can launch Stardrop straight from Steam when you click Play Stardew Valley, which is pretty awesome. To do this is very simple. Right-click on Stardew Valley and select Properties. Go to General, Launch Options, and paste in the following text. Where it says the full path to stardrop.exe, you need to replace that text with your folder location for the stardrop.exe. Do leave the quotation marks in place though. Close the window and hit the play button. And look, now you have Stardrop launch instead. Finally, I want to talk to you about any potential bugs or issues that you may have with Stardrop. Please do go to this page on Stardrop's Gitbook. As you can see, for all issues, they need 2 different log files that are very easy to get by following the instructions. You can then put in a new issue via the Issues page on GitHub. You may be asking, well, why can I not put it on Nexus? You could, but don't. It is likely to get missed. If the issues are put on the Git page, all the contributors can see them and help to get them fixed. I've also briefly spoken with Peaceful End, and they have advised me that having all issues in a central location, such as GitHub, is much easier to handle. Hopefully you found this video useful, and I'd love to know in the comments if, like me, you're now moving over to using Stardrop as your mod launcher for Stardew Valley. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this little guide or it helped you, please don't forget to like, as it really does help my channel. Leave me a comment down below if you have questions or if I missed something that you want to see in the next Mango Explains. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and all that amazing stuff you guys do. And of course, a very, very special thank you to my wonderful Patreons for your amazing support. Their names are scrolling across the screen right now. Thank you so much, guys. Your support has meant I can start looking at doing videos like this. See you in the next one. Bye for now.